Hvordan starte din egen bedrift med regnskapsprogrammet Fiken?
Martin.
Is tax season stressing you out, but normal accountants cost way too much money? Then you need to call Garrett's Accounting for You, the fastest accountant in North America, guaranteed.
Hi, I'm Garrett Carroll. Oh, buddy, no time for all this. The deadline for our taxes is midnight.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Our expert accountant, Gerald, loves crunching numbers so much, he'll do them for free. Gerald loves spending hours and hours of his valuable time working on your taxes so you can relax.
Church, can we just edit in like a crossfade or a super fast clock to make it look like it's been a day or something?
No! No! I want the taxes to be done super authentically. I can't believe you'd even think of faking content on this channel.
I'm working on your taxes so you can relax.
Church, can we just edit in like a crossfade or a super fast clock to make it look like it's been a day or something?
No! No! I want the taxes to be done super authentically. I can't believe you'd even think of faking content on this channel.
Parodontax tann...
If you make a habit, it may require extra focus. Sometimes, however, worst of all, holding in poop has been linked to inflammation of the colon, a potential precursor to the development
This is Money Soap, an expensive soap that supposedly has up to $100 at the core of it, and may I add smells like a pear paradise. Now I did buy the soap to speed up the discovery process, but this was a horrible idea, so I went back to scrubbing the old-fashioned way. That is, until I noticed that this is actually 2 separate bars of soap.
Pictures that feel oddly familiar or off.
More images that will make you feel uneasy. This person heard a loud noise in the garage and saw that their attic cover was moved around. Why is putting gloves on a drill so scary looking? A schizophrenic person used a typewriter to visualize what they hear in their.
Send this to your friends to mail them.
Hei, jeg er Ariel.
没关系，一定要调。出了3个4秒，所以他的成绩将。帅帅这色底
顶住了压力，给出了一个0.6的好成绩。
成绩将会来到 sub 4.5，蓝色底看一下。王一凡
这一把顶住了压力，给出了一个0.6的好成绩。但是，
让我们来看一下最终的结果会是提梦。
恭喜
提梦！ 提梦，
恭喜
恭喜提梦！
Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a...
Hey, Mike! What? I got a little surprise for you, buddy. What do you want from me? You know.
What do you want? I love you. I love you. You love... This is horrible.
The Geometry Dash level Orbit. Normal.
Jeff.
Hey! Oh no! Bubbles! See! Fuse! Newt!
Slick. Odbods!
Oddbods.
Livsbedriftsforsikring.
We are going to be
Hey, can you lift your head up? My back is about to break from holding up your big head all day, every day.
What do you know? This is the most comfortable way to use my phone.
Well, you might be comfortable, but I'm not.
Not my problem.
So you won't lift it. Today, you're gonna learn your lesson.
Whoa, calm down. Fine, I'll lift my head. But if cerebrospinal fluid leaks out, neither of us will make it.
If I'm miserable, everybody's gonna be miserable.
Doctor, I have a terrible headache, and there's fluid constantly dripping from my nose. Do I have a cold?
If you put a rocket... Corsets used to be squeezed so tight back in the 19th century that some women actually had their internal organs shifted around. And this would sometimes cause them severe digestive issues. Some women also experienced breathing problems and would faint frequently. Wearing a tight corset from a young age often caused deformities in the rib cage, making them narrow and compressed as they aged.
Which spray would you...
If you put a rocket engine onto a Cybertruck, you might think you would get the fastest vehicle in the world. But as soon as it started, the tires would be ripped off the car and the frame would bend. The windows would shatter and the body would melt. Even the road underneath you would melt into a scorched trench. And regular brakes couldn't stop it, meaning even if the car did survive, you would.
A for B for C for Cocomelon. D for
Dude, get inside now! Hey, what's going on? Don't you know what happens during the solar eclipse? No. All the demons are coming out. Dude, that's a myth. Hey, wait, don't stare at the sun. You're gonna go blind.
E for
Emotional damage.
F
for fire in the hole. G for H for
Hello, my fellow citizens.
O for M for O for N for
Onward pass.
O for
All right, chow time. Let's dig in. Wait, is this all just air? Times are tough, but we can't let the kids starve. Whoa, why is there so much more air now? Help! I'm gonna explode! I'm so full!
Time to eat, sweetie.
Bro, are you hungry?
Ever wonder why dead bodies float in water? When a person dies underwater, their body starts decaying. A teenager decided to ignore the height restrictions on a high-speed slide. As she climbed, the slide was filled with more water than usual, making it extra fast. When she started sliding, she lost her balance midway and plunged into the deep pool at the bottom. Lifeguards immediately rushed to her rescue, pulling her out safely, and she survived with minor injuries. They were playing in rat torture. Some believe the Titanic sank. A man died in a girl ran around her apartment and releases gases like methane. In VR, they were playing a V and carbon dioxide. Because of this, the body then starts to rise to the surface. What if you're trapped in a room with walls closing? First, look for any red button you can find. This might be your way out. If you don't find one, try to push the wall by putting your foot on the other wall. Your force might break the wall's movement system. Jam the walls with anything solid you can find in the room. And if all else fails, pray that this isn't from a Saw movie, then climb above to look for any overhead piping system and try to fit in. What if you are stuck inside a borewell pit? Screaming could help if you are close to the top. So, call out for help. Next, to avoid falling deeper, keep your arms and legs pressed against the wall. Cover your mouth and nose while breathing to avoid dust and dirt. Otherwise, you might suffocate. Lastly, try your best to climb up the walls with your hands and your legs, making sure you don't fall. This will save your life, and you can get out safely. If there's a nuclear explosion, you might think it would be best to hide inside a refrigerator to protect yourself. But let's see what really happens. The fridge can offer a lot of protection from the initial heat and radiation of the explosion. But if you are even 5 miles near the explosion, the blast force would be too powerful and throw you away. And there's a 9.3% chance you'll survive that fall. What if a megalodon swallows you? Its huge teeth can tear you apart in mere seconds. But if you're lucky, and you avoid all the sharp teeth, you're on your way towards its deadly acidic stomach, which will digest you up slowly and painfully. It's better if you hold onto its gullet or any place to stop yourself. Now, you need to find something sharp to tear through its tongue. It will then spit you out this. A stuntman buried himself. A killer shot her father and ran away. She was busy in her VR game, completely unaware of the real horror. Someone had entered the house and shot her father. The killers took the footage and erased all evidence. But before this incident, the father had secretly installed a tiny camera chip inside her VR headset. It silently captured everything. Days later, that hidden footage became the silent witness that brought the killers to justice. A game that made the girl fall to her death. She was playing a VR game where the player walks and jumps across rooftops. To make it feel more real, she went to her house roof while wearing the VR glasses. In the game, she was jumping from one building to another. But in real life, she was walking too close to the edge. She took a wrong step and slipped. No one was around to stop her. By the time her parents found her, but it was too late. A girl hid in the landing gear of the airplane. She thought sneaking into it would be a free ride. But the moment the aircraft took off, the temperature dropped to below -50 degrees Celsius. At 30,000 feet, there's no oxygen. Her body slowly froze solid during the flight. And when the landing gear extended before landing, her lifeless, frozen body tumbled from the sky, crashing into the sea, booking her a ticket to heaven. A girl hid in the landing gear of the air one night while playing since its density is lower than water. This process, the landing gear extended before landing, her lifeless, frozen body tumbled from the sky, crashing. War simulator. What if you suddenly woke up in a grave 6 feet underground? Remember, panicking would cause you to lose oxygen. Instead, they were playing a zombie game took a... The girl was unaware it was her last. In 2018, what if you are trapped in a room filling up with water? Here's what you can do. First, look for exits like doors or windows within your reach and try to break them open. If water fills the room, swim to any opening or high vents and try breaking them open. If all else fails, locate the source and try to fix it to stop the water flowing, which will save your life. What if you step on a landmine? Unlike popular belief, you are still at risk, even if you keep your foot on it. Here's how you survive. First, stop moving your body. A boy creates a smart chip that connects to a knife, making its blade completely safe when activated, and it's perfect for pranks. He tries it by using the knife to scare his mother and sister, and they all laugh it off. But over time, the chip develops a glitch he doesn't notice. One day, while playing a VR game with his sister, she beats him, and in frustration, he picks up the knife and hits her with it, thinking the blade is still not sharp. But he had no idea that would end up taking his sister's life. A little girl put on her VR headset and started playing a game. A couple were having dinner together in their AI-controlled home. A little girl once felt she was playing a VR game where what if someone attacks your car window? Don't panic. Here's exactly what you need to do to survive. First, lock your car doors immediately to block the attacker's access. If they shatter your window, shield your face with your arms and point your elbow toward the attacker to defend yourself. If they try to grab you, recline your seat to break free and... A dead dog made the man a billionaire. A dog accidentally fell into a group of teens were... A VR game cost a father his life. The kids were playing the game with... While playing a VR, a group of teens played a VR shooting game late at night. Suddenly, their real door was kicked open by police who shouted at them. They dropped everything but saw their VR guns glowing in their hands like real weapons. The police accused them of crimes that happened in the city while they were playing. They realized the VR game was controlling their actions in reality. The whole family went out for a... If there's a nuclear explosion, you might think the safest place to be is inside the Israel president's car. But let's see what really happens. The car is built like a tank with 8-inch thick armor plating, bulletproof windows, and a sealed interior to protect against chemical attacks. But against a nuclear blast, That's a whole different story. If the president's car is within 10 miles of the explosion, there's about a 51.9387% chance it could survive. A boy noticed something strange. They spent hours in the VR headset. What if you get a wooden splinter stuck in your hand? It may hurt a lot as the splinter may be stuck deep in your hand. If you try to pull it out with a tweezer, there's a high chance it will break halfway inside the skin. Instead, you apply glue over your hand and let it dry for a while. Once it is completely dry, gently peel it off, and that should pull out all the A drunk boy hit a girl riding her scooter. They were celebrating their... What if you were trapped in a man called his wife while driving home from a party.
Don't worry, I'm just 5 minutes away.
What if you're abducted and kept captive? A robber hijacked a self-driving car, thinking it would help him escape from a police chase. But when he stopped in a quiet, empty place, the doors refused to open and the windows wouldn't roll down. The car's AI had locked him inside. He was trapped with no way out. He screamed for help, but no one heard. Days turned into weeks, and by the time police found the abandoned vehicle, the man inside was already dead. They were killed by a man who does. A girl became so addicted to TV shows, spending all her time on a single chair, watching and eating all day. Lost in her virtual world, she neglected her health entirely. Over time, she realized she couldn't move. Doctors said that the girl's obesity has destroyed her muscles and bones, so she may never walk again. Some believe the Titanic. What if someone ties you up? Some believe a girl became so addicted to TV shows, spending all her time on a single chair, watching and eating all day. Lost in her virtual world, she neglected her health entirely. Over time, she realized she couldn't move. Doctors said that the girl's obesity has destroyed her muscles and bones. Some believe the Titanic. What if someone ties? This is a true story. A man hit a... What if an alligator crashed into... Did you know in World War II, dead rats were used as deadly weapons? British forces stuffed dead rats with explosives. When German... The glass cost the girl her life. A boy designs a man became a millionaire overnight. He robbed a gold shop and escaped with gold bars. The store alerted the police. What if you were trapped in the quicksand? A group of boys spotted a parked car, and one of them began spray painting it as a prank. After that, they started their car. They were playing a VR hide-and-seek game that scanned every room in their house. A girl climbed onto the roof. A girl used if a glass breaks on. A kidnapper was driving. A boy removed his VR headset after a long session. His family's faces looked blurry, covered with static. He rubbed his eyes, but nothing changed. He put the headset back on and everything was crystal clear. When he removed it again, the blur was worse. At the eye clinic, the doctor said his eyes were permanently damaged from excessive VR use. From that day, his life remained forever blurred. A mother ignored after his one hit, and the mission was over. In 1960, an agency tried to turn. The gun made a loud firing sound and something went wrong. It was supposed to trap. In 1957, he lost both his arms in a factory accident, leaving him unable to hold a brush. But he refused to give up painting, so he trained himself to grip the brush with his teeth. Hours turned into years, and eventually, his jaw grew strong enough to create strokes as precise as a hand. Today, his tooth-painted masterpieces are sold for thousands. They were celebrating one hit, and after his ex-girlfriend cheated, a mother ignored him. son's late.
This has to be the best haircut ever.
Hey, that haircut is shit. Try my world.
His son's late.
Når jeg gir penger i jul